Hello everyone, this is Janvi here from Numetric, and I'm here today to talk about how to implement data protection best practices in your organization. So organizations are constantly scanning and they're using tools that collect a lot of data, and it's constantly being collected through millions and millions of data points. And this is primarily collected by the security tools to provide threat intelligence. But you should know that organizations that collect data never delete them. They're adding, they're storing, they're accessing this information constantly every day, and they're doing this from multiple locations. So their employees' devices are usually out of the control of these organizations to protect the data that is being accessed by them. So that leaves malicious insiders to become a real threat to companies because of this. So how does this happen exactly? Organizations usually collect PII, that is personally identifiable information, from customers for providing service, for providing upgrades, for having communication on the service, and also for marketing purposes. However, this data may not be used for this purpose alone, because data is shared with unauthorized entities within the organization. That is, those who probably should not be having access to data are having access, and therefore this creates vulnerabilities and also adds to further consequences for organization. And so the other consequences being that violation of the growing data protection laws and regulations has certain legal implications on the organization. So therefore, you should be evaluating and reevaluating how data is stored in your organization and who has access to it. So for example, it is still a practice that common user ID and passwords are shared across departments or within departments. So if there is a data breach because of this, it is very difficult to identify who caused this breach. So one is to not have common user IDs and passwords shared. Every unique case, every unique group of data should be stored in a way that they have separate user ID and password accesses. And it is also, access is role based and not sort of one common level of access to everyone that is given. And so yeah, so by separating duties and accesses, and by also the ones who access the data are not the ones who have the responsibility of giving the access, so even that should be separated out. And another way is to maintain historical records of all assets that is connected to the internet, and whoever has access to them is also recorded, so that whenever there is unauthorized access, it's very easy to identify from where and which asset was accessed without authority. And teams like engineering and data sciences teams who have access to data for product testing and development work must be made to sign a separate agreement along with their employment contract, that they where they confirm that they will not use such data outside certain applications, and those who don't need access are not allowed access at all. And also another way to safeguard data from insiders is that backups are not permitted to be taken by each and every one. Backups should be allowed by to be taken by certain set of team members only, and who are taught and who are where it's ensured that they save and protect this backed up data in the appropriate manner. The security team must conduct audits amongst internal departments, on amongst all the departments as well, and also on vendors. And this is to be done regularly, so that any change in the risk pattern, the risk is identified, and steps can be taken to mitigate the risks. And in this matter, the financial industry is quite highly evolved and has come quite far, simply because they access a lot of financial data as well, financial information other than PII data, which is protected data. The financial information is considered protected data. And this is very necessary because if their customers do not have enough trust in the system, in the network, they will not take services, and the whole industry will not be able to grow and expand in the way it is. So banking, lending, retail would find it very difficult if they were not regulated so that there is enough trust in the system. So they ensure, so organizations in this industry ensure that their own departments, their employees, their customers, their infrastructure, and their product is thoroughly protected. So let us also follow the practices maintained by the financial industry, and also with the growing data protection laws, it's expanding to all types of industries as well. So please use these tips that I mentioned to put in place data protection practices in your organization. Bye. Have a good day.